You guys, look where I am. I'm back in my home. I've been displaced for the past month and a half, but I'm back in a big way. And honestly, it feels so good to be back. I'm feeling a lot more like grounded and centered today than I have in a while, just being back here. Because I realized like I haven't spent the night here and like actually freaking taken a load off here in a while. And I've missed this place. I love this home. I'm honestly preemptively grieving having to leave this home come January because I just love it. This has been such a good home to me. I wish I could afford a 2-bedroom in LA, okay? By myself, but I can't. That's a pipe dream. Long-term financial goals, am I right? Anyway, I just got back from Trader Joe's because we had nothing in the fridge. I was gonna do a little Trader Joe's haul, shall we? So, first of all, to treat myself, I got a classic. Haven't had these in a while. And these are just a staple of my college diet. And they're back, better than ever. So, love these little snackaroonie. We got my almond slices. This is for the oatmeal that I'm gonna get tomorrow at Target, because you know Target's the one that carries my oatmeal. I got some kale. I'm low on vegetables lately as I've been a nomad. So we gotta get back in my vegetable rotation. Got my peanuts, another staple. Got my Power Crunch bars. I've never tried this pesto, but we're low on pesto in the fridge. So I'm like, ooh, gotta try it. I've heard good things from one of my vlogger girls. Got eggs, they were overpriced. What else is new? Oh, I gotta put these in the freezer, but I got shrimp. I'm gonna make my classic shrimp pesto pasta tonight. I got some cream cheese for my bagels that's in there somewhere. Got salmon, I'm gonna cook that up this week. And another college staple, some butter chicken. Let me pause and quickly put some things in the fridge and freezer, and I will be back with bag number 2. Okay, in bag number 2, we have got some kettle cooked potato chips. They were calling to me this evening. My everything bagels, another staple. Can't really live a week without them. I'm trying this new bread. It was cheaper and it looked heartier, so I said, more bang for my buck. Let's give it a go. I got some mayonnaise, we're low on that in the fridge, and some Dijon. I put a little Dijon, Ethan taught me this trick. I put it on the salmon that I make with a little salt and pepper, little Dijon rub, if you will, and then you put it in the broiler on high for a little while. I don't know how long, you just kind of gotta feel it in your bones. And that's a good salmon. It's gotta be the fresh Atlantic. Got some pasta. We'll be using that post-haste. I've been hyperfixating on tuna lately. That's all I eat for lunch. I can't have anything else right now. It's a comfort food right now for me. So yeah, I'm gonna be having tuna for lunch tomorrow, as I've had for lunch every day for, gosh, I don't know how long. Pretty much since the breakup. So don't ask me why that's my hyperfixation breakup food right now, but it is. And then we got some green apples. So yeah, that's the TJ's haul. And tonight we got an important lineup of TV. We're starting, I think I'm gonna watch an episode of The Good Wife while I eat my dinner. And then I've got the Golden Bachelor finale. I may be the only one on planet Earth in the United States of America who is watching this finale. But nevertheless, she persisted. Oh, yeah, Shakespeare Guy told me that he's now 16 episodes into season 3. We just started season 3 on Monday. So once again, breakneck pace. I'm huffing and puffing trying to keep up, but I just can't. That man is addicted. I give this man a show, he says, I'll beat you to it. So unfortunately, I can't remember anything that happens in season 3. So I'm like, I guess I've got to watch it if we're going to watch the finale together next time I see him. So I do this to myself. So anyway, it's a big night of TV, but it's already 7:30. So I gotta get on it. But anyway, moral of the story, I'm very, very happy to be back in my abode, and I will be enjoying it very much this evening. So I will bid you adieu. Hey you guys, happy Saturday afternoon. It's absolutely pouring down buckets, and I have not left the house since Thursday evening. Well, I've taken Petey out, don't worry, but I haven't like gone anywhere, okay? Petey just left the room. He's not interested. Yeah, cause like I'm a baby now that I live in LA, and when it rains, I'm like, what is this moisture from the sky that we have here? I don't know her. So I need to go to Target. I need to pick up a few extra provisions to supplement my groceries from the other night. But I'm finding it very difficult to imagine getting into the car and driving to Target. It's literally just down the road, but oh my gosh, it's pouring outside and it's wet, and I did my hair and it looks so freaking cute. And I don't want to ruin it. Look at how like nicely it's curled at the bottom. I used my Revlon little curler. Anyway, what have I been up to, you may ask? Not freaking much, and I like it that way. So Thursday night, I had my big TV night. We watched Good Wife. We watched the Golden Bachelor finale. Oh my God, I've never seen a less likable lead. Yeah, it was like Juan Pablo levels of unlikable. Justice for my girl Cindy. I love her. She definitely has some Pisces in her chart. She's really a dreamer and a hopeless romantic, and she deserved better. But I was kind of like, girl, I don't know what possessed you to think that that man was going to propose to you, so you were living in a little bit of an alternate reality. But also, like, sir, you're on The Bachelor. It's not crazy to think that you would propose to one of these two women, just saying. So everyone was a little bit in delusion land on that show, but he was just giving nothing. Like, I've never seen more of an affectless gentleman than that man. It was truly scary. I had to fast forward through a lot of that finale because I was just so bored. So bored. And then his final choice, Peg, I think they were kind of a match made in heaven, just because she seems to spend a lot of time around men, seeing that she works at she's like a firefighter. And so she's probably used to men and how little they give. And I was like, oh, perfect. Like, she's used to men, and so her expectations are already on the ground, and he's giving nothing. And so perfect. So yeah, I hope they ride off into the sunset together. They really honestly deserve each other. And that's not anything against her, but if she likes spending time with men, and he is kind of the embodiment of all men in terms of give us absolutely nothing, then that works out for both of them. And then Friday, I watched like 6 or 7 episodes of The Good Wife, saw 2 clients, and read a bunch. I read this new Elizabeth Gilbert book, All the Way to the River. It's not that new. It came out like months ago, but it's new to my library queue. And it's incredible. I know there's been a lot of controversy about her. I know that people are like, she is so privileged, and like, I'm not remembering quite why everyone doesn't like her right now. But anyway, people are not her biggest fan. I think they think she's like too privileged and like isn't really in touch with the common man. But tell you what, that woman can write. She can really write. So I've been lapping that thing up. It's a page turner, and I just love her writing. So I actually just finished it like a couple hours ago, and I really loved it. I'm sad it's over, because I've been in a little bit of a reading slump, and it got me right back in. So yeah, I'm kind of sad. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna read next, because that was really beautiful. She's a sex and love addict, and it's about her like nursing her dying partner to her death, but then also having to deal, her partner was an addict, but then she, through her partner's death, like has to reckon with her own addiction. Very, very intense thematically, but a stunner. So yeah, this is my accountability check-in that I have to leave the house today and go to Starbucks. But yeah, then later tonight I'm hanging out with Shakespeare Guy. We are going to probably finish season 3 of The Good Wife. And then tomorrow, Caroline and I are having a nice little girly catch up. And it's supposed to rain through like much of next week, which like very dad of me to be like, we need this. But I'm a little scared about mudslides, you know? So let's hope that LA is gonna be okay with all that. But what else? I think you're all caught up. I am going to put on my big girl pants and brave these conditions and go get some provisions. Good afternoon. I was gonna say morning. That would be incorrect. It is Sunday afternoon. Just had a lovely little coffee date with Caroline. Surprise, surprise, we went to commissary, okay? No one is surprised. And as you can tell, it's still a rainy day in LA. It's gonna be a few more days of rain. And yeah, I'm looking down the barrel of a very, very restful afternoon. I think I'm gonna go home and watch some new episodes of Selling the OC. And then I might watch Frankenstein. I'll let you know if I do and what I think about it, because people have been raving about it and I'm curious. My curiosity is piqued. And I have to do laundry because, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm a nomad again. Ethan needs the house until the morning of the 19th. So that's only a couple days, but I need to vacate the premises tomorrow around midday and then come on back on Wednesday. So it'll just be like 2 days, but yeah, I had just gotten nicely settled into the home and then I have to go back to my mom's. So I'm going back to my mom's tomorrow. But anyway, let's go home, do some laundry, have a nice little afternoon rest, and yeah, maybe watch some Frankenstein, see what all the fuss is about, shall we? Random thoughts, but do you guys watch both Selling Sunset and Selling the OC as I do? Why is Selling the OC so much better these days? Like, I loved Selling Sunset for probably the first 3 seasons, but Selling Sunset has just tanked in quality. I think since it got so popular, it's not about real estate anymore, and it really is just about like women getting plastic surgery and fighting and screaming at each other, but not in a fun way. And Selling the OC, like, they are my family. I love the Selling the OC people. Polly and Gio and Alex Hall, like, they're incredible. I don't know why I love them so much. Probably because Gio and Polly were on this Netflix show called the Netflix, like, Games or something, where they, like, went to this summer camp and, like, competed with other Netflix stars, and no one watched it, but I did. And I just really got to see other facets of their personality outside of real estate on that show. But the characters are just so much better on the OC, and the houses are so much nicer. And it's actually about real estate. And yes, there's drama, but a lot of it is drama about real estate instead of drama about, like, I don't know, like people dating MAGA people. Like, Selling Sunset has just gone down so drastically in the last few years. And the twins don't bug me as much on Selling the OC. And I don't know. Like, I know they're all MAGA on Selling the OC, but they don't talk about it and it's not as obvious, okay? They're just better. They're just better. And even like there's new characters now on Selling the OC and I don't mind them. Whenever they have new characters on Selling Sunset, they just immediately annoy me. If you watch both of them, leave your thoughts in the comments. Why is this so much better in the OC? They just get it. I could write a dissertation on this. And they're only in their 4th season, granted, and like I guess Selling Sunset was still good in its 4th season, so I hope this doesn't go down in quality, but I don't think it will, because like they have something special here. Anyway. Okay, so I just finished Frankenstein. I wanted to give you my thoughts, my feelings. That was like the longest movie I've ever seen in my life. I made it through the whole thing. It was only 2.5 hours. It did feel like 4. I like kept having to pause it to take breaks. I took PD out. I got a snack. I went to the bathroom like twice. It was it was a lot. It felt like 4 movies in one. There were just so many parts to it. Like, I feel like it was more like a mini series than it was a film. Yeah, too long. Didn't need to be that long. I was realizing an hour in, we hadn't even met Jacob Elordi yet. I mean, we'd gotten glimpses of him in the beginning, but he'd not yet been created. And I was like, wait a second. Where's Frankenstein's monster? Are we ever gonna see him? And then no sooner had I thought that than he was birthed. But a full hour in, and we finally see Jacob Elordi. Then once he's brought into the world, things really started heating up. And that's when I really started enjoying it. So if you've got like an hour to wait, and if you feel like you can wait a full hour before you see him, then by all means, give this a go. But you really got to wait for it. And that would have maybe deterred me. I didn't know. I'm glad I didn't know that, because I don't know if I would have stuck it out had I known that. But luckily I stuck it out. But it's a lot of exposition in the beginning, you guys. A lot. Too much. Christoph Waltz's character, didn't need him. Cut him. Unnecessary. Cut him from the movie. Completely unnecessary. Oscar Isaac having kind of like a flirtation with what's her name, Mia Goth's character, unnecessary. Cut that out too. Trim the fat. I would have loved to be an editor in that editing bay and just gotten my hands on that, because there was just so much editing that needed to be done. But Oscar Isaac was great, especially in the end. I really liked his last scene. At the beginning, he was a little one note, but his performance got more nuanced. Jacob Elordi obsessed with his performance throughout. He's an amazing actor. I knew he would be good because people were raving about his performance, but I concur. I really loved him in this. I immediately, within the first few seconds, was like, I'm hooked. I'm obsessed. I sat up straight. I was immediately invested in the movie the second that his character came alive to life, literally, which I think really speaks to how good his performance is, that the movie immediately got interesting the second that he was born. Mia Goth was good. She was good. She's an odd one, and I think that worked for this, because I believed that she would see and feel seen by, I don't know what to call him, Frankenstein's monster. That's just a little wordy. But yeah, she was good. And yeah, I mean, my main problem was just cut it, edit it. There's trim the fat, too much going on. 4 movies in one. And timeline got a little confusing in the latter half, but then it started to make sense towards the end. But yeah, Jacob Elordi better get that Oscar. I'm be watching Academy Awards. I better see him raking in the awards. I'm gonna hold you to it. But yeah, it was also stressful because I didn't like when Oscar Isaac was yelling at Jacob Elordi's character. I didn't like when he was mistreating him. I kind of thought that that would happen. I've never read Frankenstein, but I, through the zeitgeist, imagined that that was the plot. But I didn't like it. I didn't like it when he was yelling at him. It was stressful. Anyway, yeah, I would give it like a B+. Yeah, I'll give it a B+. I didn't like it as much as I hoped I would because everyone's been like raving about it. I also felt like it just felt kind of CGI-y. Like it had the same kind of visuals of Wicked where it just feels like the colors are muted. And I don't know why movies these days look like that. It just doesn't look like, it looks like it was all filmed on like a soundstage rather than like actually outdoors. Like it doesn't look like it was actually filmed on location. It looks like it didn't look as visually good as like Nosferatu. The visuals kind of looked fakey to me, honestly. Like cool, but fakey. So that's my review. It was a B+ with A performances. Petey hates the rain so much. He says, Mommy, I want to go outside and play. I want to go outside and play. Sweet angel, but you're gonna get wet. It's hard to be a baby. He says, I want to chase the squirrels. Once you get outside, you're gonna regret it because then you're gonna get wet and cold and start shaking on Mommy. Well, team, I am back in the pool house. And yeah, it was kind of a journey getting over here just because it was like pouring rain and Petey hates the windshield wipers. He has a terror and fear of windshield wipers. Not sure where it came from. Maybe some early in life windshield wiper trauma. Yeah, so it was kind of difficulty getting him over here. I had to hold his shaking body while I drove. Do not recommend. Bit of a safety hazard, but we made it over here. And then my mom, bless her, she'd just gotten back from Argentina for a wedding, and she got us some coffee. So we had a little coffee catch up at the kitchen table, and I'm about to dive into my morning session notes. And then I've got some afternoon sessions, and then we're done for the day. And I'm going to, again, into my PJs, have some dinner, and probably finish selling the OC. Who am I kidding? I'm going to dive right into that. And I think I'm going to close the vlog here. So thanks for coming along with me for a rainy week, more like weekend in my life. It was, yeah, kind of a cozy weekend. I'm feeling a lot better, actually. I was just telling my mom, I was like, since last you saw me, I feel like my mental health is a lot. Petey, what are you eating? Baby. I don't like the crunching. Is it a bone or? Oh, shame. He's just eating a bone. Never mind. Sorry, baby. Motherhood. Am I right? Anyway, I feel like my mental health is a lot better than it was since my last vlog. I think Disney really turned things around. Just a fun day with the crew in an amusement park does wonders for a girl. So yeah, I feel like we're on the up and up. And, I don't want to jinx it, but this week has felt really stable post-breakup. So fingers crossed it stays that way, but we're going to have a couple nice days in the pool house, and then it's back to the regular house for the rest of November and the beginning of December. So I will catch you guys in the next one. As always, like, subscribe, leave a comment, give me a follow, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.